I saw 50 was talking about something like that in an interview recently. I hate when I think back to that time where I was at in life.
I watched 50 saying 50 did not win Best New Artist at the Grammys.
There was nothing bigger than 50.
Nothing bigger, and nobody came out the gate like that. My first album didn't do it. I never saw someone's first album and the wave happen like he had.
So they don't give you the trophies. I got the checks. I didn't get the trophies. Jay got all of my trophies, man, because he signed that contract.
What contract?
The one with Beyonce.
When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. He started getting Grammys left and right, man.
The kids even have Grammys. Like they don't sing yet. They don't sing. Right. They don't rap yet.
Come on, and he ain't show up. He has like 20 now.
Yeah, asking you what's the science? What's today's mathematics?
Yeah, by the way, this isn't even my chain. I stole it from somebody. Yeah, I'll tell y'all who that was.
Uh-oh. Stealing chains now? You a world star?
Not really stealing.
Does it mean anything to you though?
Yeah, a little bit.
So, you know, you got a lot of people who are not really happy about the fact that, you know, my album is about to drop. You know, they're not really happy about, you know, Lord, give me a sign. And, you know, we in here and, you know, things of that nature. But you know what?
Welcome back to Fame Radar, where fame meets the facts and nothing stays hidden. In a move no one saw coming, 50 Cent and Eminem have reportedly unleashed a brutal verbal assault on Jay-Z and Beyoncé, calling out what they claim are long-hidden industry secrets. In a leaked studio session making rounds online, the duo can be heard taking aim at the Carters, accusing them of using power, gatekeeping, and media manipulation to control hip-hop's narrative. 50 allegedly said, "They ain't building artists, they're blocking them."
I know what you did to Nas, Jay. That's tough. Nah, he come out on the same weekend.
Like, I used to have questions like why every time my album dropped, Jay would drop it.
When is shit coming out? My shit coming out.
I never understood that every single album that I dropped, Jay dropped right on time.
Why do you do that, man? I be saying that I do whatever the fuck I want to do, and they be looking at me like I'm grimy for doing that. This could be super quiet doing some real grimy.
While Eminem followed up with a blistering line. All that royalty talk, but they're ruling with fear. The leaked bars have sent shockwaves through the rap world, reigniting long-standing tensions between Shady, Aftermath, and Rock Nation. Insiders suggest this isn't just about competition, it's personal. Some believe the shots stem from years of private disagreements, unfulfilled deals, and behind-the-scenes power plays. As fans await responses from Jay-Z and Beyoncé's camp, one thing is clear. Hip-hop's Cold War just turned hot, and the fallout could get ugly. Eminem is back in the headlines, stirring the pot once again, and this time he's not pulling any punches. He's publicly siding with 50 Cent in his ongoing feud with Jay-Z and Beyoncé, but M isn't just picking sides.
I know you put out a statement and you posted a picture, but yo, that video with Marshall and Haley.
This is so crazy. There was points that we was receiving wow offers. Like they'll go, 50 Cent Eminem, this is out for tour opportunities. He would go, nah, I just don't want to go and come back and she's grown. I don't want to miss my daughter, man. Right, and I'm like, yo, because I was like, yo, you hear how much money they just had? Why do you want to stay here? I didn't understand it when he was saying it, but then later, like, I went to a wedding. And I'm like, yo, now I get it. Because that was fast, bro. Marshall's a grandfather. That's the part I was dealing with, because I'm like, I'm old as hell. I'm like, what the hell happened to me? I'm still in the gym, it just hurts a little, bro. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still there. I'm looking going, what the hell happened? Man.
He's now opening up about the deeper power plays happening behind the scenes. According to Eminem, Jay and Beyoncé have allegedly used their industry status to sabotage and bury multiple black artists' careers. It's not the first time Eminem has stood up to Jay-Z. He previously clashed with Jay when the Rock Nation boss tried to block 50 Cent from performing at the Super Bowl halftime show. That move reportedly pushed M to take a stand, making it clear he wasn't afraid to challenge the so-called gatekeepers.
They keep showing up next to things that I don't fuck with. That's an indication to me he might have some feelings towards me. That is just everywhere I got an issue. you show up around it. So, I mean, you don't forget music, because music ain't usually my motivation. My morals come off the curb. So if you see a keep being around when you come around, how your antennas go. So he in a position where he might feel like he did, but he ain't dead yet.
Now, Eminem is voicing his frustration with how certain power players control the narrative. He's pointing fingers at top-tier artists using underhanded tactics to eliminate competition. And when it comes to the Carters, Eminem says the list of artists they allegedly helped silence is long and disturbing. Names brought up in these allegations include artists no longer alive, like Big L, DMX, and Aaliyah, as well as others who mysteriously faded out of the spotlight, such as Amory and Carrie Hilson. These claims have reignited debates about just how much influence Beyoncé and Jay-Z really hold behind the curtain. The big question now is, why are veteran artists like Eminem and 50 Cent speaking out so openly? Could the Carter empire finally be losing its grip on the industry?
Look, Jay-Z and them was putting it together. So I think they still harbor some energy towards me.
You think you were purposely left out of the ad?
No. I don't think. I think that they were saying the NFL has some issues with me that I don't know what those issues are. Like, what is the issue? You start looking at that's not mine. That's theirs. They harbor, right? But when you look at M is looking at the entire legacy.
Yeah.
The whole thing, like with M, Dre, and myself, like I'm a shady aftermath. You see what I'm saying? Like it do so much G-Unit records.
Right.
They forget that I'm M and Dre's artist.
And what exactly is the full list of artists whose careers were allegedly sabotaged? 50 Cent and Eminem are doubling down, now teaming up to expose what they claim are shady tactics used by Jay-Z and Beyoncé to secure Grammy wins. According to them, it's not about talent, it's about influence. 50 Cent has openly accused Jay-Z of leveraging his marriage to Beyoncé to manipulate the award system, while Eminem continues to call out the Grammys for being corrupt and driven by backdoor deals. Eminem has long believed that the Grammys run on a pay-to-play model. He's made it clear that he sees the award show as nothing more than a scam, stating publicly that he has no intention of ever attending again.
You have a few Grammys, but you feel like you had to sell your soul to get them. And you didn't know if you wanted it for the recognition or the trophies, but then what's the difference? You know, and that Grammys pretty much suck the blood of artists and nominate them, have them come to the shows. And
which they do. They do it every year, yeah. And I'm just tired of seeing it. And for whatever reason, it's like they're always pitching this hint that you might win Album of the Year, which used to be a big deal. I don't think it's a big deal now.
His frustration isn't about losing. Eminem said he wouldn't care if a better album truly won. What burns him is how the Grammys use artists like him to drive buzz, pretending he's a frontrunner just to boost ratings before snubbing him when it counts.
I watched 50, same. 50 did not win Best New Artist at the Grammys.
There was nothing bigger than 50.
Nothing bigger, and nobody since maybe like Snoop came out the gate like that. My first album didn't do it. I never saw someone's first album and the wave happen like he had. And then he doesn't get it. And then I get up there another year, and what was it, the Eminem show? And it was like, whatever, I'm fine if I lose to Kanye or someone that I'm like, okay, I respect that. I know who that is, and Kanye has a huge following and he's made a massive impact on music. Fine, I'm good with that. But don't get us all here to use your selling point for your show and stiff everybody every single time. And I said, after that point in time, I was like, don't ever ask me to here again. Please do not ask me. My answer is no for 100 million years. Never again will I go to the ground.
Eminem also addressed whether he'd return if given a say in the voting process. His answer? It wouldn't matter. He claims the voting is just for show and the outcomes are predetermined by those pulling strings behind the scenes.
Did you ever consider, joining a board and maybe you have a vote in it?
First of all, that vote is fake. That's not a real vote. That's not a real vote. They give it to who they want to give it to. They give it to their darlings. Oh, this got critical acclaim, but it sold 2 records. Like, it ain't about always what you sell. I get that, Vanilla Ice, I understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, but there comes a point where when an overwhelming something comes along that has this wave and impact on music, and you give it to Lada Dottie. Who? Lada Dottie. Sound like Lada Dottie.
To him, the system is broken, and it's been that way for years. Meanwhile, 50 Cent isn't holding back either. He took things even further by saying Jay-Z's wins are less about his music and more about the power couple effect. According to 50, Jay and Beyoncé's presence alone is enough to boost ratings.
It's when he started to receive the 16, well, I think he has 16, 17 Grammys since he's been with Beyonce. Right? And you go, prior to that, 1.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that came in association, like you see the kids even have Grammys. Like they don't sing yet. They don't sing. Right. They don't rap yet. And they already have Grammys. So it's like they give them this trophy so we secure that they're coming to the award show. It meant that much to the culture that they just gave them the things they would. Later, to me, I didn't care about the trophies. I said, I'll get the checks.
And to keep them happy and coming back, the industry just keeps handing over nominations and trophies. 50 even referenced behind-the-scenes chatter from industry insiders like Choke No Joke, who suggested that Jay knows how to play the game better than anyone. In this version of the story, talent takes a backseat to tactics, and 50 and Eminem are determined to pull the curtain back. But 50 Cent didn't stop there. During a recent appearance on the Flagrant podcast, he doubled down on his claims that Jay-Z's Grammy wins are more about Beyoncé's influence than his own musical ability. And he didn't just leave it at that, he went even further, suggesting that Jay and Beyoncé's entire marriage might be more of a business contract than a genuine relationship. According to 50, the Carters may be staying together not for love, but to protect their shared empire and maintain their dominance in the entertainment industry. That bold statement turned heads and added more fuel to an already growing fire. In another sit-down, this time on Talk with Flea alongside Cameron, 50 once again called Jay-Z out. This time not just for playing dirty in music, but in business too. He accused Jay of still pulling underhanded moves, even when there's nothing left to prove, just to block others from winning. 50 said it's all about control and spite, not competition. But 50 isn't the only one pointing fingers. Allegations that Jay-Z sabotages his peers have been circling for years. One of the earliest names tied to these claims? The late Big L, a Harlem legend and lyrical monster who actually gave Jay a major cosign back in the day.
Look, when Jay signed his contract, the big one was with Beyonce. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. Now those fucking trophies, trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right, man. I mean, look, if you look at his career,
This guy. You're gonna let him say that?
Jay was getting Grammys. He had one.
Exactly.
He had one.
And he ain't show up.
No, he has like 20 now.
Hold on.
He had like 18 since he's been down. Look, he had one, bro. Hard Knock Life.
You're not wrong.
He was
At
one.
the same time.
After that, he's like drinking. His pictures with him like things the cup.
Wait a minute. So you're saying the success is derived from the marriage?
I've absolutely been treated differently.
The accolades. Because he's no longer viewed as what, like a street or gangster rapper. Now he's viewed as a businessman, entrepreneur, family man.
And the biggest ones because of the position Beyonce's.
Oh, wow.
Right? You were connected to the biggest.
Jay got. Oh, wow. So that's the deal.
Yeah, that's the deal. Like, the other ones didn't count as much as that one did.
Fans have long speculated that Jay-Z's climb to the top wasn't always clean. The circumstances surrounding Big L's death in the late 90s have sparked debate, with some wondering if there's more to the story than what was reported. Big L, known for his insane freestyle talent, signed to Columbia Records in 1992. His debut album was praised, but Columbia dropped him just a year later, reportedly due to creative differences. Many found that suspicious, especially since Big L was on the rise and already drawing attention from major industry figures. The timing and silence around his departure and later death only added to theories that something darker might have been at play during Jay's early industry moves. But Big L wasn't about to fade away quietly. He took matters into his own hands, launching his independent label, Flamboyant Entertainment, and began working on a second studio album that fans were eagerly anticipating. During this time, he caught the attention of Rockefeller Records co-founder Dame Dash, who was reportedly considering signing Big L and his crew as a full group. Everything was lining up for a major breakout. But just as Big L was gaining momentum again, tragedy struck. He was shot and killed in a drive-by shooting in Harlem. The loss was devastating, but what made it even more concerning were the circumstances. Gerard Woodley, a childhood friend of Big L, was arrested in connection with the murder. However, due to insufficient evidence, he was released shortly after. Fast forward to 2016, Gerard Woodley himself was gunned down in Harlem. To this day, Big L's murder remains unsolved, leaving more questions than answers. And those unanswered questions have fueled some serious speculation. According to industry whistleblowers like Jaguar Wright, Jay-Z allegedly knows exactly what happened to Big L. She's gone on record claiming, "Tell everybody about Big L, Sean," suggesting Jay has inside knowledge about the killing that he's never shared publicly. Now let's talk about another hip-hop icon who passed under suspicious circumstances, DMX. After DMX's death, in April 2021, Jay-Z appeared on LeBron James's show, The Shop, and claimed there was always love between them, even if X had a little competitive energy. But for true DMX fans, that statement didn't sit right.
This is why I was saying I knew what old boy was doing with the Super Bowl. Because he was doing like, yeah, go ahead. He was doing some wild because he was saying that to Eminem that the NFL had the issue with me. And I'm like, well, what's the issue? Why don't I have an issue when I'm becoming a partner in the actual team, but they got an issue with my performance? Right? Makes no sense. You know what I mean?
I was going to get to that later, but since we're here now. And when he says "oh boy" for the audience that don't, talking about Jay-Z. This was discussed before. Jay-Z told Dr. Dre, just for people who's not up on this, or Eminem, that he didn't want you to perform part of that Super Bowl they had a couple years ago. Why do you think that is?
Well, I just
threatened.
Possibly. Not even threatened. You know, I think it's just when you take the competition from like our culture is competitive, man. It is, but I think when it goes past the music itself to blocking things in business, then I don't understand that. Like right now, you're not even competing for a slot. You don't have a new song out that he want to be on the top 10 or top 5, and you still competing. It don't make sense. Like, what are we competing for? What's the goal? Like this even like a lot of the even a lot of the competitive stuff. What we would call it beef, right? It changed. That terminology changed when it's Biggie and Tupac, because we start saying the things that people would say that cause beef in the environment. When before that they called it battling in our culture. Because that's what it is until it turns into some street shit. So when you're not competing for those things anymore, and you start looking and you're going, so what was the problem? You can't exactly remember what the problem was. That's what went through with Joe.
DMX had gone on record multiple times accusing Jay-Z of trying to sabotage his career out of jealousy and insecurity. One of the most well-known claims was that Jay used his power at Def Jam to delay or block the release of DMX's 6th studio album. These accusations painted a very different picture from the peaceful narrative Jay tried to promote afterward. And many fans believe there was way more going on behind the scenes than what's ever been admitted publicly. Back in 2004, Jay-Z took over as president of Def Jam Records, stepping into the role previously held by Lyor Cohen, and that's when tensions behind the scenes started to rise. DMX had carried Def Jam on his back, releasing 5 consecutive #1 albums from 1998 to 2003, an achievement no one in hip-hop had matched at the time. But the moment Jay-Z got that executive power, DMX claimed things began to shift in a shady direction. According to X, Jay-Z purposely started interfering with the rollout of his 6th studio album, Year of the Dog, again. DMX believed Jay was actively sabotaging him, changing the label's direction, and pulling support simply because he saw X as a threat to his own return to rap dominance. X said once Jay changed his mind about Ruff Ryders' future at Def Jam, everything spiraled. And DMX wasn't the only one affected. Something eerily similar happened to Beanie Sigel. After dropping several strong albums and earning critical acclaim, Beanie was on track to become one of Rockefeller's frontrunners. But then things suddenly went left. According to Beanie and insiders close to the situation, Jay-Z allegedly became concerned Beanie might outshine him. Once that fear kicked in, the sabotage began, quietly but consistently. Reports say Jay started interfering with Beanie's album release schedules, giving him limited promotional support and dropping his own projects around the same time to bury Beanie's numbers. There were even claims Jay restricted how many Beanie albums could be printed or shipped. Jay-Z even eventually turned on Kanye West, after years of publicly claiming they were like family. But things fell apart fast. Kanye later hinted that Jay might even go so far as to have someone sent to silence him. That kind of paranoia didn't just come from nowhere. Even after those serious accusations, Kanye didn't hold back. He publicly called out both Jay and Beyoncé as industry puppets, controlled by elite forces behind the scenes. Now let's shift the focus to Beyoncé. As much as she brands herself as a symbol of female empowerment, multiple allegations have emerged over the years, claiming she's been involved in quietly sabotaging other female artists. The list of names tied to this rumor mill is long and messy. Take Aaliyah, for example. Beyoncé was reportedly threatened by her rising star, not just because of Aaliyah's talent, beauty, or influence, but also because Jay-Z was allegedly obsessed with her. According to Dame Dash, Jay-Z was pursuing Aaliyah hard, pulling out all the stops to win her over. But Aaliyah wasn't interested. That's when Beyoncé entered the picture. Soon after, Beyoncé and Jay-Z went public with their relationship in 2001, just months after Aaliyah's tragic death in a suspicious plane crash in the Bahamas. The timing alone was enough to get people talking. But even with Aaliyah gone, Beyoncé's alleged pattern of eliminating her competition didn't stop there. After Beyoncé left Destiny's Child and locked in her relationship with Jay-Z, more rumors surfaced. One of the biggest involved Beyoncé allegedly stealing producer Rich Harrison from singer Amerie. Amerie's 2005 hit One Thing was a major moment in R&B, and that track was produced by Harrison. But according to industry whispers, Beyoncé, feeling threatened by Amerie's success, allegedly swooped in and took Harrison for herself. That same sound was later heard on Beyoncé's Crazy in Love, sparking accusations that she hijacked Amerie's entire lane. Meanwhile, former celebrity bodyguard Uncle Ron, who passed away last November from pneumonia, also publicly accused Beyoncé and Jay-Z of systematically sabotaging multiple artists on their way to the top of the industry. His claims only added fuel to the growing fire surrounding the Carters' alleged tactics behind the scenes. And let's be clear, this list of artists who Jay-Z and Beyoncé allegedly blackballed, sabotaged, or had pushed out the spotlight is far too long to fully unpack in just one video alone. From rising stars to industry legends, the accusations keep stacking up. While some fans insist it's nothing more than jealousy or clout chasing, the fact remains, when major artists like 50 Cent and Eminem are calling out the Carters, it's difficult to dismiss the claims as baseless. With this many voices speaking out, it's starting to look less like isolated hate, and more like a disturbing pattern that's been hidden in plain sight for years. So now the question turns to you. What do you think? Are these just rumors being recycled for attention? Or is there a deeper truth beneath all these allegations? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, hit that like button, and be sure to subscribe for more real industry breakdowns. Click on the next video right here to keep going.